Good morning, Camels, and welcome to Wake Up CU, the talk show by students for students. I'm Gray Barnhill, and here hosting the show with me again is Danielle Stansel.
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in for another episode with us. We're streaming live to you, and this show is going to be a good one. We'll have one of our very own coming on the show later, Hannah Faulkner, plus all of our fun hot topics. So let's talk about hot topics.
It's going to be super great today. I'm really excited. But the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that the symposium was yesterday.
Yes.
And there were a lot of comm students actually that presented.
Yes.
And so I went and saw Carson Murphy, I think is her last name, her presentation, and it was really good. Hers was on residence halls and race relations.
Wow.
She did a survey to a bunch of students from different schools, freshmen and stuff, about residence halls, and it was really interesting. One of my friends, Hope Freeman, did a presentation. She did a really good job. So
I heard there was photos that were taken that Professor Bowman actually put into the symposium.
Yeah, he did. And there was a photography class. And yesterday I was in a class with Professor Bowman, and he told us that there needed to be some guys that got into the symposium because everybody that was comm were female today or yesterday. So that was really interesting.
Well, congratulations to everybody who was in the symposium. Well, let's talk about the Queen, and not the one in England, but Beyonce. So Beyonce announced about a week ago that she was going on the Run tour, part 2, with her husband Jay-Z.
Yep.
And so as I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to go.
Right.
And then I looked at the ticket prices.
VIP tickets are $1,000.
I mean, like, at that point, if I'm not touching Beyonce, or she's not going to give me a towel that she wiped her sweat off of, is it really worth?
Regular tickets, bottom price, start at $285.
So, like, this one was for, when I looked at the prices, this one was particularly for Atlanta's, because she's not coming to North Carolina.
That's depressing.
So, like, the closest one was probably Atlanta that most people will go to.
Right.
And that is, like, crazy. That, like, in order to sit on the floor, you're, like, you know, it's like $270. And then the further you go, it goes to the, like...
Well, that's like, even if you get, like, the cheap seats, it's still super expensive. And then if it's not in North Carolina, you have to travel to Atlanta to get there.
Well, I went to go see her last year when she was in North Carolina. So maybe she's not coming back because she did have to pay a fine because she went over because it was raining and it was lightning. So maybe she's like, y'all took half my money. I'm not doing this again.
That's true.
But, fun fact, she has not released any new music. So should we, is it one of those things like we should be expecting it before the tour, or is it like formation all over?
I would hope there would be new music before the tour and the concert comes out, but like I guess you never know with like what could happen. But she has plenty of music that people enjoy, and so I don't think that she necessarily has to have new music.
True. But she's sneaky, so Queen Bee will be looking out for you.
We'll see.
So let's talk about another artist, SZA, who has been hitting the records this year so hard. But she also said that she's working on her second album, and after this album, she's done. That will be only 2 albums for her.
Are you a big fan of SZA?
I am. She's like really great. She just makes music for everybody to like. But the fact that she has EPs,
right?
Then this is her one big album, and she said in her next album, that's it.
So the question is, when is she going on tour?
She already went on tour.
Let's do another one.
I know, right? Like she doesn't do like the big elaborate tours like Beyonce.
Right.
She does more of like the intimate ones where like she likes to know her audience.
Oh, I love those though.
Those make you just feel like you know the artist.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, I know you so well, and they're singing straight to me.
Like at one of her concerts, I guess like somebody had passed out, and she actually went and told her manager to go get water bottles, and she passed out water bottles at a concert.
Good for her. Good for her.
Dedication.
Good for her. So the next thing I want to talk about is it's been going around Twitter lately, the SpongeBob meme with the Krusty Krab versus the Chum Bucket. So I think we have some pictures of a few of the different memes. Pancakes versus waffles. Personally, I like pancakes better.
Personally, I like waffles.
Well, according to that meme, you're wrong.
Bucket.
And then you have the foggy ice is the Krusty Krab.
Okay.
And the regular ice is the Chum Bucket.
Definitely
I love me some foggy ice. So that one is 100% true. And then my dog and your dog, because my dog's always better.
I'm sorry, but my dog is really cute.
Your dog is really cute,
exactly,
though.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go for my dog. Everybody has that one is like an own preference.
See, I think that's why it says my dog versus your dog, because everyone's like, oh, my dog's the cutest.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why it goes like that.
Unless you have a really ugly dog.
Well, I guess that's true.
I mean, do you really think your dog is ugly?
But, like, I don't think many dogs are ugly. I just love dogs. I just want to hold on.
There's some dogs that just are not cute. But
I had a friend, or there was a girl in a class I went to that brought a dog to class, and I'm a TA for that class, and so I told her, like, we told her that she could bring the dog, but I had to take care of it the whole class. So the whole class period, I just held the dog. It was a good day. It was a good day.
Money being well spent. But in other news, let's talk about the Uber self-driving car.
So Uber has self-driving cars, and it was tested in Arizona, and there was a pedestrian that was hit and killed.
Lord.
So Toyota and Uber have both taken the self-driving cars off the roads.
So let's talk about self-driving car. There's so many different situations that can go totally wrong. Of course, this one, hit and killed. Then you have, like, somebody can just get hit and run.
Right.
Or, let's not talk about the obvious. What if the car don't stop?
That's true. I mean,
And then,
yeah.
like, you're
and
off the
I don't
bridge.
know, and I don't know exactly how it works, but like, if there's no one in the car and then you get in as like the Uber customer, I guess, if something goes wrong, can you like grab the wheel and like fix it?
But could you really?
Or,
because usually you sit in the back seat of an Uber.
well, right, and that's I don't know how safe that is.
Maybe like they should put like I can see a self-driving car, and then like they should put like a person in the driver's seat, so if something goes wrong, the driver can manually just be like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The only thing with that is I think it almost takes away from the fact that it's like a self-driving car. Like if you have to pay someone to be there anyway, then like why have the
But
self-driving
imagine a car coming to pick you up and there's no one in there.
That would be really creepy.
Like who are you supposed to talk to?
Remote control. See, that would also scare me. What if people like hacked into it and then they could like.
People can get kidnapped. Like they can send the Uber to go pick them up, and then they can remote control it and take you all the way. That's a little scary.
Yeah, and then also with Uber, so Uber has like a GPS thing, like tells you where to go.
Right.
There was this person who was driving their Uber, and the Uber told them to turn right. So they did, and they ended up going down the stairs, and their car got stuck.
I am weak. Like, do you not see the stairs?
Yeah. So Business Insider just kind of like was like, what the heck? This car got stuck on the stairs after driving down a pedestrian walkway because that's what the GPS told them to do, and now their car's just like chilling there.
Okay, wait. I'm not blaming this on Uber because you know good and well that when Siri says turn left and there's nothing but a dirt road, you keep straight.
Yeah, I mean you're right.
You
but
don't
like maybe
turn.
the person was just like, oh, turn right.
Okay.
Down the stairs.
I wonder what their reaction was. I'm just
They probably got to the bottom and were like, oops. Tried to back up, nothing happens.
Well, let's talk about the Cab Easter egg claim.
It was yesterday.
So Cab hid Easter eggs around campus, and Cab claimed on Twitter that the event was better than the tree lighting and caused beef with SGA.
Yeah, that's true. So also there were 10 golden eggs. They weren't actually golden. They were like different colors. So there were 10 golden eggs that they got a bunch of different prizes for, and a bunch of students and stuff were tweeting them. But Cab and SGA got in a fight. So
Over
Cab,
the eggs?
Well, no, over just the fact like of their events. So Cab was like, the Easter egg hunt is way better than the SGA Christmas tree lighting. And the Christmas tree lighting was like, oh, no, you didn't. Like, SGA was like, we're way better, like, da-da-da-da.
Welcome to Campbell, where we argue over Christmas tree lighting and Easter egg hunts.
Really, we're arguing over
free T-shirts. Right.
Really.
At the end of the day.
But it was funny because they, like, had videos of different people from their, like, respective organizations. So, like, SGA found somebody in Starbucks from Cab and they had them say, like, the SGA Christmas tree lighting is better. And then Cab found somebody from SGA and was like, say this. And the guy who was on the Cab video was like, well, SGA can't take me skydiving because Cab is taking a skydiving trip.
Well, you know what? Low-key, that's a good marketing tool because at the end of the day, everybody is pretty sure going to come out to see which event is better, either Cab or SGA. And I'm just saying, Cab has pulled some pretty good events. Like the other week we had a silent dance party, which has never been done at Campbell University before. And then, of course, we couldn't have our bonfire event because
of the rain.
But Cab has been doing really well, and SGA is going to have to step it up.
No, they really have. And
them.
I think it was a good day to do it, too, because of the golden eggs that people were looking for, Cab sends out like riddles of where they might be on campus. Right. And so everyone had their notifications turned on for Twitter. And so every time they tweeted, either back and forth to SGA or whatever, you were getting those notifications. And so you were able to kind of like read those, and it really was a good marketing tool, like you were saying. So.
Well, on another note, there's no school on Friday, but that also means it's Good Friday. So it's Easter time. And I'm super excited. And I really can't wait. What are you doing for Easter?
So I'm really excited because we don't have class on Friday, but at the same time, I'm excited to go home, go to church with my family because it hasn't happened in a while, be able to kind of praise the Lord and thank Him for coming back.
My family's actually going to the Lake Norman in Charlotte for Good Friday. And my grandfather wants to do a bonfire Friday night, and then on Saturday, you know, we're gonna spend family time. It's my cousin's birthday, so we're gonna have a birthday party.
Okay, yeah.
And then on Sunday, if everybody's able to get up and go to church, we'll go to church. But if not, we'll do like devotionals by the lake.
That's awesome. That sounds so fun.
Right? Peaceful with coffee.
Yeah.
And gets to enjoy each other.
You're gonna have a good Easter weekend.
I try. But on another note, everybody enjoy their Easter Friday, their Easter weekend.
Enjoy it.
Take time to spend out time with your family. Thank God. But that's all for our hot topic. So when we come back, we'll have Hannah Faulkner ready for our interview.
Campbell University helps you prepare for the career you want to succeed in. But what about the dreams that you think might be too challenging to overcome? Do you have an invention that can make your life easier, or could just be helpful in everyday life? Campbell University Innovation Council is hosting our first ever Innovation Challenge. This will give you the opportunity to share your dreams, big or small. Bring your ideas to the panel of judges in any form possible. From a simple idea on a napkin to your prototypes, we want to hear your problem-solving ideas. Oh, and did I mention you can bring your peers? On April 4th at 5 p.m., come to Turner Auditorium to reveal your invention. Registering for it is easy, and preparing for it is simple.
Any direction is the right direction. There are only a few steps needed in order for you to start your creative journey. Step 1, register. Be sure to visit the website here and register in order for you to start your creative journey. Step 2, prepare. Dust off your public speaking skills you learned in class and apply what you learned by showing off your idea, big or small. Step 3, present. Whether it's your latest and greatest invention or a few simple things with all the best intentions, give your audience the same feelings that you have with your idea. Step 4, rally your peers. Bring a friend, a professor, or even get them to present their own ideas as well. Let them get a glimpse of what you have been working on.
You'll present to a group of panelists that will offer you guidance to your problem-solving idea.
Finding a solution to any problem is not easy.
But with the right tools and motivation,
you can make your dreams a reality. And that's why we are here, to help you achieve greatness.
Ronald Reagan once said, "We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone."
Register today and start preparing for your problem-solving idea. We will see you on April 4th.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with Hannah Faulkner for our interview. So, Hannah, I know you're having some trouble with your voice today. So everyone, please bear with us as we go through this. But Hannah is one of our own. She has been helping us on this show, and she's done a really great job. So you went on an awesome mission trip over spring break. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I actually got the opportunity to travel to Guyana, South America. And it was an awesome experience. I got to see the culture and everything, and it was great.
What was some of the work that you did while you were there?
So while we were there, we actually got to participate in medical and dental clinics, and then we got to go to elderly homes and then visit the schools and do stuff with the kids. So that was probably
That's
my
so
favorite.
much fun. I feel like I would love to do that. So while you were there, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was definitely going to the school and seeing all the kids, because we got to do like a Bible program with them, and they got to talk about, and I think they're showing a picture now, and this is just me, and then Brittany Williams, she also goes to Campbell as well, and so we got to hang out with all these kids and have a great time. So
That's so awesome. That was such a cute picture.
yeah.
So what were there like any good like continental areas that you got to see while you were there, like geographical things that were interesting?
So we actually got to see what's called the seawall. It's actually this giant concrete wall that keeps the sea from flooding the whole area, which is pretty cool because here in America, when we think of the sea, we just think of beaches and everything. And along their entire coast, they have this concrete wall.
And it just, I guess it just like, are they built like below sea level? So they have like, there's like water up against it. That's crazy. That's really crazy to me. And so you're on TV today, but I heard that you were on TV while you were there too.
Yeah, a couple of my group members and I, we actually got to go be on Good Morning Guyana, which is basically their version of Good Morning America. And we got to go and tell everyone about the work that we were getting to do in their country and the things that they could look forward to seeing. So.
That's so awesome. Was there anything like different that you saw at that show versus like what we do here? Maybe some other stuff that we might do in the United States.
Yeah, definitely. So there, mostly all the work is done primarily by one anchor, which is a little different here because in America I know we have like at least 2 hosts. So it was awesome to see him and how much work he puts into the show.
That's really, really interesting. Well, is there anything else that you want to tell us about your trip or how you got involved in that?
Well, I know Campbell does a really good job about providing mission trip opportunities for students. So definitely if any of you guys want to check it out, go to Spiritual Life website and there should be opportunities there for you to be able to get involved and just go see where God sends you. So
yeah, it's going to be really awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Danielle for our News Minute.
Welcome back, and here's this week's News Minute. On April 6th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., CAB will be hosting the annual Relay for Life event. Join CAB as they help the fight against cancer. Make sure you pull up an academic circle with your superhero attire and come enjoy music, food, and activities and support a great cause. CAB will also be having a free hug day on April 11th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Come out and spread the love to your fellow Camels. You will also be able to make a free tie-dye shirt, so come and enjoy some free hugs and free t-shirts. Join CAB on April 14th for the Gaylord Extravaganza. Come out and enjoy a day of fun and some nice spring weather. The extravaganza will be at Academic Circle at 2 p.m. It's your move. Housing for next year is opening soon. The first thing you must do is pay your $100 deposit. After that, various housing options open at different times. Be sure to keep an eye on your email and Resident Life flyers to know when it's your time to fill out your housing for next year. If you love the live life on the wild side, Campbell has an opportunity on April 21st with CAB at 9 a.m. We'll be taking students to go skydiving. This is a great chance for those who enjoy a rush of adrenaline on the edge. Make sure you tune into CAB for more information. That's your News Minute. Don't go anywhere because when you come back, Gray and I will close out the show.
So before we close out the show today, we want to talk a little bit about TV hosts. Since we're TV hosts ourselves, we looked into how much other TV hosts are making, and it's actually really interesting who made the top 3.
Definitely. So coming in at number 3, we have Ryan Seacrest coming in at $58 million.
I would love to have that much money.
Do you know what I could do with $58 million? Pay off Campbell University. That would be one. However, he has so many things going on for him. He has Keeping Up with Kardashians, the spinoff with Kylie. I said American Idol, we know that.
Yep,
Red carpet,
Idol,
appearances.
Red carpet. He's with Live with Kelly and Ryan now, like every day, Monday through Friday. He has his own radio show. He's just killing it.
Imagine what his week looks like. And
I feel like he's on a plane all the time, like flying back and forth constantly. So I don't know.
But I think everything's done pretty much in California.
Well, I know Live with Kelly and Ryan is in New York.
Really?
Yeah, they're in New York,
Wow.
and he does that every morning, Monday through Friday.
And then he also has, he doesn't have to be there for Keeping Up with Kardashians because they have their own crew. So he probably just has to make sure that
has, like, hosting and
right,
stuff, yeah.
make sure that everything that they're doing is
right.
Right.
But I do know his radio show too. So he has a radio studio in like downstairs of the studio of Live with Kelly and Ryan. So after that show, he goes downstairs and does that. But they actually Skype in to California for his like other hosts on that radio show.
Wow.
So it's like really interesting to know. But then coming in at number 2 is Ellen DeGeneres with $77 million.
I mean, I just love anything that she does, but I definitely believe that the $77 million is going back to her show because she puts so much out there for her audience and makes them feel like home.
I agree. And she has her show, she has her Game of Games show, and she's producing a new sitcom that's coming out soon.
On Netflix.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, that money's well-deserved.
I think Ellen's like
sure.
the next Oprah because, you know, she gives stuff out to her audience. And she's like,
You get a car.
You get a car. And then at number 1, we have Dr.
Phil.
Making $79 million.
My boy, Dr. Phil. I don't even know.
If he's a doctor.
Yeah.
But if he is, then that would explain why he's making $79 million. But he also has nothing else. Like, he just has the show.
That's true. And I don't know. It's very confusing. Anyway, the weather's great today. Everybody should get outside.
77 degrees.
It's going to be absolutely beautiful. So that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to tune in for Campbell Now TV on Monday nights and tonight. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week at the same time and the same place. That's another episode of Wake Up, See You.